First of all, a very good evening. Thank you all for being here on our Founders Day. So it's always a very proud and happy day for me when we have Founders Day, because it's a day we get to celebrate all of you, all the contributions you make towards our company to make it a better place to work and to make it one of the best companies I can imagine we can work in. I will start off with a little bit on Vision 2027. You've all heard this many times, but just starting off, Vision 2027 is one step in our milestone. It's one step towards Brakes India becoming a global company, serving a global customer base with global production facilities, serving every car we could imagine. But it's one step at a time. So Vision 2027 talks about how we grow by doubling our revenues, by doubling our share of exports, but also by investing in technology and gaining technology independence after splitting from ZF in 2021. And along each one of those lines, I must thank the entire team for doing a tremendous job. Today, if you look at, our revenues have grown by over 55% from when we started counting. If you look at, we are exporting to many more countries, and we've established offices in Germany, Korea, and Japan. Also, we have engineers from our company presenting in conferences all around the world. While we used to go and listen to others telling us, today we are able to tell them about the newest innovations in technology. But it's not only to have a vision or to have an aspiration. We have to know why we can achieve that. The biggest reason why we will achieve that is sitting in this room today and sitting in each one of our factories today. It is about the people, our mindset, and our ability for continuous improvement on our capabilities. That is the number one reason why I believe we will get there. But in addition, there are a few other things that we are doing. We're working on transforming how we work as a company. We are going more digital in the ways we work, because we have factories all around India, and one day we will have factories all around the world and teams to collaborate with all around the world. So it's only with quick communication and a digital mindset that we will get there. And I thank the teams for their continuous improvement along this milestone. While we have a long way to go, I am sure we're already on the right trajectory. The last one I want to emphasize is that Brakes India is becoming a big company. We have over 10,000 people in Tamil Nadu, 13,000 people employed in India, and one day we will be all across the world. But what I want you to keep in mind is that we should always feel like a small company. You have to know the people sitting next to you. You have to know the people sitting in some other part of the world who should be sitting next to you. And you have to be willing to reach across those lines and always take teamwork as your first choice for how we will get things done. This is not an individual-driven company, but a team-driven company. So please keep this feeling like a small company where we know our neighbors and we work with them. So I will quickly go over some of the areas where I'm really happy with what the teams have done, as well as some of the big accomplishments the company has had. Our EVC has already told you about many of them, so I will rush through some of this. First and foremost, Fambu. I think EVC has already mentioned the great work they have done in a very challenging market. But on the technology front, we are investing very heavily in dynamometers, in NVH capabilities, in new formulations, in certifications for our friction products across the world to develop ahead of time Euro 7 capable friction material. That is just a sampling of the technology work. In addition, the friction team has also done a tremendous set of achievements on productivity increase in the shop floor, as well as savings in time and energy on all our processes. The aftermarket team has gone gung-ho, absolutely gung-ho. In a market that is extremely challenging, we have increased our sales force. We have established new authorized service centers for our air actuation products across the country, and we have given the confidence to every mechanic that TVS Girling and the Rivia brand will be there to support them, whichever part they use. I think it is imperative that we maintain this trust and quality and improve our relationships with every retailer, mechanic, and end customer so we can keep building on the successes we've had. So congratulations to the entire aftermarket service and field teams for this accomplishment. Coming to the LVBU, again, EVC has mentioned some of the accomplishments, but just to take this a bit further, we have invested very heavily in electronics as well as NVH. We have come out with our motor-on drum brake, which will be the first into production in India with the Tata vehicles this year. But more importantly, we have won an order with Stellantis for the Fiat brand for an export customer. This is one of their most prestigious vehicles, the iconic Fiat 500, or what they call the Fiat Cinquecento. This is the most popular Fiat vehicle ever made, and Brakes India has been nominated for supply of motor-on drum brake for this vehicle. I'm also really happy, as EVC mentioned, for the speed at which we are doing our R&D. We kicked off our ABS in-house development program just a year and a half ago. I really cannot believe that within the cost and timeline that our teams have kept up, we will have a product in market by early 2026. Kudos, superb achievement to the entire team. And just one more on the electronic side. When we went to Mahindra 2 years ago, they were looking for motor-on actuation, the e-booster product, and we did not have it. Yet in the short space of literally 1 year, we have identified a partner to work with, we have a prototype in place, and we have convinced the customer to give us an opportunity to try out our product with them in the next year and a half to 2 years. It is going to be a tall challenge, but I'm sure with the right collaboration and teamwork with our partners, we will be able to achieve this as well. And lastly, what started off as a small project working with Advix has turned out to be a fantastic start to a joint venture with them, where we look at manufacturing ESC and two-box solutions for customers that Advix serves today. The project has kicked off under the auspicious guidance of LVBU. So thank you to the entire team, as well as Krishnadas and Ponuswamy, who have taken on this project and are going to make this a reality in the coming years. In addition to technology, we also have to invest in capacity, and this year has seen a lot of capacity and building space increase. In Bawal, we've doubled our plant size and put in the Volkswagen drum brake line there. Jagadia has seen a huge expansion for LVBU for booster, master cylinder, and drum brakes. The Padi warehouse is commissioned and gives us a lot more freedom to operate here. And Polambakam, with its existing base, has achieved a milestone of 5 million calipers and 15 million shoes this year. We've also started a lot of new work with customers. In addition to the Stellantis MOD, we have started to supply Kia. We again took on this new customer, and in the short space of 2 years, our team has done a magnificent job. We have been waiting 25 years for this opportunity to work with Hyundai and Kia, and our stars didn't align for a very long time. But it's not just the stars, it's the constant teamwork and perseverance of our entire team to go tell Hyundai and Kia that we can be a global world-class supplier, just like any of their other Korean suppliers. And finally, they've given us the opportunity, and I'm really, really happy that we have kicked off start of production with Kia on their Syros program. In the future, we also have a few other programs. We have the opposed piston caliper that we will start looking at for force motors, as well as our nomination for the Tata Avinya. We also have booster master cylinders that we will quote not just for India, but on a global basis with the support of ZF. So it's only these collaborative efforts that really get us the wins that we need to make our dreams a reality. So for all this hard work, we've been presented an appreciation award for the Kia Syros project, a special appreciation from Mahindra & Mahindra for their BEV program, as well as an appreciation from Maruti Suzuki for supplier collaboration initiatives, and we have received the overall performance award for 23-24. So huge congratulations to the team for that achievement. As we look to HVBU, I think EVC has clearly indicated the tremendous efforts put into product development there. What is coming up is also our development of the pneumatic ABS. While we had worked on the hydraulic ABS and LVBU, the team at HVBU has taken on the ambitious project of taking on Knorr-Bremse, WAPCO, and everyone with the development of an in-house developed pneumatic ABS, and they're approaching it in a very methodical and systematic manner, and I'm sure we will be able to do this. We've also worked to develop the CAN-based retarder. We have developed for Tata Motors an ECS-based EMR, which will allow us not just to integrate with the existing fleets, but also with futuristic fleets where we have to have a CAN integration. In addition to this, we have taken on many development projects such as the 4-inch clutch booster, the semi-frugal clutch booster, as well as the thread lock designs which are suitable for Europe, and the ultra-short actuators in the air actuation space. We've also been granted a patent. In addition to applying for several patents, we've been granted the patent for the in-house isolator valve design, and this again showcases our ability to innovate and improve products beyond what some of the multinational companies are able to do. So huge congratulations to the team for that. As EVC mentioned, we have done a tremendous work on automation for both the camshaft and top plate machines, and we've also started to get SPMs, automated machines for shoe grinding, which will enhance productivity as well as safety. So in addition to that, if we look at exports, HVBU has started on several fronts. While we have a long way to go, our customer list is almost endless. We have had visits from Hyundai in Korea, from Kessler in Germany. Fuso is looking at new products from us. We are working with a Turkish customer. We're working with TBK in Thailand, Webwheel in North America, Pronar in Poland for line shoes, and with Volvo in Sweden for some of our ultra-short actuators. So with a magnificent list of customers like this, our hope is that we can convert some of them and really grow our export potential from HVBU in the coming years. Most importantly, we have taken the strategic decision to split the tractor and off-highway into a separate small BU so that we can focus on these products and challenge the leadership we used to have with tractor brakes, as well as develop products for the off-highway segment. So I wish the entire team all the best in this journey, and be confident that you have the full support of management to accelerate your development and approach customers with agility and nimbleness that is required in this customer base. So with all this work, Ashok Leyland has honored us with a Platinum Award for Zero Defects, and we've also received the Mahindra Supplier Excellence Award from their tractor division. On the Foundry side, there is no shortage of new initiatives that are being taken on. So I will just name a few in addition. EVC had mentioned the Asterlan project, where we are doing a lot of work to do yield improvement as well as productivity improvement on the molding lines. We have one of the largest foundries in India. We have 8 dieselmatic lines plus a new one, as well as 2 horizontal molding lines. So with the tremendous work that the team has done, they have created enough capacity to generate free capacity for one entire new dieselmatic line with just productivity improvements. This is an investment of 150 crores that the team has saved with productivity improvement. In addition to the work that they're doing on productivity, they're doing a lot of work on quality, X-ray radiography, surface finish improvements, which will only help make our foundry continue to be world-class and challenge even more customers internationally. One new initiative the foundry has taken on is to look beyond iron. So we are known as the largest ductile iron foundry in India. We also hope to become a global source for competitive CPC processed aluminum castings. This is a very special process which is very prone to rejections, and it is the type of product which our team can challenge globally, because we love metallurgy, we love challenges, we love taking on the toughest problems in the world. So with that confidence, our team is investing over 60 crores to put up a CPC foundry in Gujarat, and I wish them all success in that journey. So with all this hard work, we've been awarded the Best Quality Award from ILJIN, the Supplier Excellent Award from Mahindra & Mahindra for the Tar Rocks Knuckle Development, and they've also received the Sri E.K. Parsadi Kaizen Award at the IIF National Foundry Day celebrations and the Green Champion Award. So big congratulations to the Foundry team. The Polymer team is also on an expansion spree. They've put up a new, very productive polymer compounding line, which will double their capacity. They've also invested heavily in sustainable energy and have received award from Wheels India for the Kaizens demonstrated on the shop floor. Congratulations to the Polymer team. Amtix has been on a huge development spree. They showcased a lot of new capabilities at IMTEX. Our Amtix team is one of the very few assembly units allowed at IMTEX because of the combination of SPMs and assembly machines that they do. But they were able to showcase their modular assembly system, robotic vision, as well as a seal trimming machine, which was one of the first in India, which was appreciated by SKF and potentially looked at for global supply for all their plants across the world. So congratulations to the Amtix team. We talked about building our people, mindset, and capabilities. So on that front, our HR and IR teams have been doing a tremendous job. As we look at induction of new people, we have looked at starting off our buddy program as well as an HR council to advise on how we can make continuous improvement. So this is a part of our integrated talent management strategy and a dedicated development center that we will put up. We're also looking at a lot of technology enablement on the HR side, but most importantly, I want to highlight, as a company, we are open to change on our HR side. I think this is very critical for each one of you in this room to understand, is that while we might be over a 60-year-old company, each one of us has to accept that the world is changing around us and our company has to change in line with that. In that vein, our HR team has recommended, and we all agree, that we should launch this initiative called Great Place to Work, which will require the feedback of each and every one of you in this room, from operators all the way to our management team, to make sure that our HR policies are satisfactory for every employee in this company. So I request your support as we kick off this important initiative in the coming year. In addition to that, I want to thank Shyam, who has kicked off our entire process of revalidating the values of Breaks India. As our company comes into the fold of the TSF group, we have aligned the values very much in line with what we had before, but simplified for the values of the TSF group, and our 7 critical values of integrity, respect, innovation, positive mindset, a growth mindset, commitment, and customer centricity are critical for our success going forward. They have already conducted several workshops with many of you, and I look forward to each and every one of you joining this journey to make sure, as a company, we don't just talk about values, but each one of us lives up to the values of the company. Lastly, I want to thank Dr. Srinivasan, the union committees and office bearers, and every member of our union and workforce for their non-stop dedicated efforts to make this company what it is. As I said, we have 13,000 dedicated employees. I cannot imagine how we manage this level of complexity, but I know that I can trust our entire union to make sure that there is an alignment between the workforce, our management staff, all the way to my office. Mr. Dr. Srinivasan knows he can come into my office anytime to discuss any issue. And that is why I say we have to be a small company even if we are a big company. So I really thank the dedicated efforts of the entire union to make sure we can change as a company, we can improve as a company, and we have feedback from workers to management and from management to workers. So a big round of applause to the entire team and the union for this. In addition to that, as we start our improvement journey, my special thanks to Krishnamurthy, who has taken on the extremely valuable but not so easy job of skilling Breaks India for the future. So with his able leadership and guidance, BITTC has launched up a new set of initiatives. Dr. Srinivasan talked about some of this. So we have to skill our people, whether it is for maintenance, whether it's for automation, whether it's for digital for the future. So thank you, Krishnamurthy, for taking this on and forming an initial partnership with TNSTC to kick us off on a journey that I hope will take us to the future. Thank you. Improvement comes from everywhere. So I want to thank our digital teams for driving much of this improvement, not just in terms of capabilities and mindset, but also in terms of speed of execution and digitization. So as we look at digitization, there are many things the team has taken on and many things they've already delivered. So shop floor digitization has already taken off in Breaks India and is accelerating very fast. So in conjunction with the Future Factory team, I look at our IS team providing extremely nimble and agile support to bring our factories to the factory of the future level in the next few years. In addition to that, they've built the infrastructure. So IT requires a lot of infra to make sure we have seamless communication between our plants. So thank you for the implementation of the SD-WAN, which has brought seamless data transfer between our plants, as well as migrating our SAP to the latest HANA and our data centers, so that we have always our uptime is maintained to make sure that our digitization is always on track. In addition to that, I want to thank them for all the platforms they're evaluating, such as the supplier portal that is launched, the visitors program, as well as the HR and documentation programs, whether it's SAP SuccessFactors or the new gen documentation system. All these are small steps that will take us to a digital company and a digital factory for the future. The finance department has also taken on a series of initiatives, whether it's optimization of payables, the scanning of bills at gate entry, which has really helped us speed up GST claims, and implementation of payroll centralization at Bawal and SEZ in progress. So with that, I want to say this change is happening across our company and requires the support of each and every one of you. Obviously, we could not do this without everyone in this room, but I personally wanted to thank the entire management team that works with me day in and day out. So my thanks to Shankar, Suri, Sridhar, Vasu, Madhu, Sujit, Ramya, Rajiv, and every one of the team members that works with them to make our company work day in and day out. So a big thanks to the entire management team, the teams that work with them, and each and every one of you in this room to make this happen. Thank you. Just as a last message before I close for the day, while I thank each and every one of you, our long-term success, whether it's Vision 27 or beyond, really depends on how we develop the company, but more importantly, how we develop and change ourselves to achieve this journey. In that vein, I went to a training program last year at Harvard Business School, which is about how, as a family, the TSF family can support the companies we work with and bring the best out of each and every one of the teams that works there. What I realized is learning never stops. And honestly, if we have the right mindset, learning can be one of the most enjoyable things we give ourselves and we do for ourselves. In that vein, while our HR team brings out amazing learning programs, I request each and every one of you to make the time to attend these programs, to learn from them, pick your own program and learn from it. But keep thinking about how we can improve ourselves so that it's not just a company's journey, but it's our journeys through the company that we are satisfied with. So with that, thank you again for your tremendous cooperation, your collaboration and teamwork that brings us success year to year. Thank you.